I was born not in a country, but on the road, not behind tall walls or under the roof of a house, but beneath the stars and winds, surrounded by wheels and flame. My name is Ionel Bariaktar. I was born Roma before we were called that aloud, when our names still lived only in our mouths and our songs. My father, Gabor, was a blacksmith. He shaped horses and knife blades like they were poems. My mother, Mira, stitched blankets and memories. She spoke of the Barot Han, the great place, a home we had left behind or been chased from centuries earlier, maybe in India, maybe in myth. She couldn't say where, only that it was east and full of music. We didn't leave because we wanted to, she told me one night by the fire. We left because the world began pushing us away. That year, we camped near the Titsa River. My sister Zana turned 10. She danced in circles in the grass, barefoot, red ribbon tied at her wrist to ward off bad spirits. We were safe. The forest embraced us. The water gave fish. My father had worked in a local warlord. The villagers brought us bread in the mornings. But peace for us is always a pause, not a promise. Then came the rumor. A lamb had gone missing. A child grew sick. A soldier claimed to see a shadow near the village well. And like always, that was all it took. They came at night, dogs barking, men shouting, torches thrown. Gypsies! Out! Thieves! A wagon caught fire, then another. Horses kicked and screamed. I grabbed Zana's hand. My mother shouted our names. We ran into the woods. We ran until the fire was only memory. We collapsed beneath a great oak tree. That's when I saw it. Something buried beneath the roots. Not wood, not stone. Metal, smooth, glowing faint blue. I dug at the moss. A circle opened. Inside, a seed, a hum, a pulse of light. Sana, I whispered, stay here. She clutched my hand. Don't go. I'll be back, I swear. I stepped inside. The seat warmed beneath me. The light brightened too much. I tried to breathe. My knees buckled. I fainted. When I woke, the sky was gray. Smoke, ash, silence. I stood in mud. Snow clung to barbed wire fences. Tall chimneys coughed black into the sky. Rows of wooden buildings stretched out like scars. I walked. No one stopped me. The people here didn't speak. They shuffled, their eyes hollow, their cheeks sunken. Children pushed carts of shoes. Women carried buckets. A man collapsed in the snow and was beaten until still. I turned a corner and saw a pile of hair, baby clothes, a doll, a scream, then silence. A cart wheeled out of a building. Bodies, pale gray, open eyes, I collapsed. "You don't look like us," said a girl's voice. I turned. She was small, barefoot, bald. "I'm Lily," she said. "You shouldn't be standing alone. They notice." She led me inside a barrack. It was crowded, cold. People pressed together for warmth. "This is my mother," she said. "Magda." Magda looked up. "You're a Roma?" she asked. "Yes," I answered. "Then you're one of us," she replied. She showed me her arm, inked numbers. "They erased our names first, then our bodies," she said. I stayed for 2 days. I carried water, listened to whispers, held hands that trembled. One night, Lily gave me a piece of broken mirror. "So I remember what I look like," she said. "So I know I existed." Another evening she asked, "Do people still dance in the future?" I nodded, although I couldn't be sure. "Will I still be there?" she asked. I wanted to lie. Instead I said, "I will carry you with me." On the third night, I found the machine again. It was behind a latrine wall, buried in boots and rags. I held the mirror to my heart. "I remember," I whispered. The machine blinked. The seat breathed. I climbed in. Light. Spinning. Darkness. I fainted. When I woke up, I was surrounded by glass and steel. Trams buzzed. People in suits started into glowing rectangles. The building was tall. Glass gleamed under gray sky. I walked through the door. A man at the desk looked up. His eyes flickered over my muddy boots. "Floor 7, he said. The elevator walls were mirrors. I saw myself. Same face, new weight. In the conference room, a Roma woman stood at the podium. "My name is Sabina Nicolescu," she said, "and I am tired of being polite about genocide. We have had 10 action plans, hundreds of consultations, but our Roma babies still die without documents. Our camps still get ruined. We are not studied. We are managed. We are not citizens. We are data." After the meeting, she approached me. "You're not from here," she said. "No," I answered. She studied me for a moment. "You are him," she said. Her office was small, filled with files and pictures of protests. She pulled out her smartphone and she swiped. Swipe. A Roma camp in Paris, destroyed by police. A Romani woman in Skopje gave birth on the sidewalk. "No Roma allowed," signs at the swimming pools in Bulgaria and Macedonia. A video, Stanislav Tomasz, murdered by police in the Czech Republic, dead. "They don't need guns," she said. "They have paperwork now. They don't need to erase us. They simply denied we were ever here." We sat quietly. "Will it ever change?" I asked. "No," she said. "But we will, because we remember." The machine waited in a stairwell, quiet as breath. I climbed in. The light pulsed, and I passed out. When I opened my eyes, the air was full of birdsong. The future was green. No smoke, no steel, just grass, flowers, wind. A house stood on a hill, breathing, walls curved like shells, windows shimmered with sunlight, and it was singing. Inside, children were laughing. Elders were waving songs into lights, language spoken in harmony. "Welcome," said a woman at the door. "You are Alina Zoric," I said. "And you are Ionel?" "This place," I began. "We built it," she said. "After the states fell, after the storms and floods and fires. We didn't ask to belong anymore. We created a world that welcomed us." In the dining hall, soup, bread, jokes, tears. A boy asked me, "What was it like before?" I told him about fire, camps, paper walls. He squeezed my hand. "That sounds like a bad dream," he said. Later, Alina walked me through the museum garden. No statues of generals, just holograms. A violinist in the forest, a barefoot girl with a mirror, a protester in 2027 shouting, "We are not your ghosts." In the center, one phrase, "We remember to stay alive." Before I left, Alina gave me a crystal sphere. "This is our archive, our songs, our names, our refusals. If you go back, carry us with you." The machine waited under an oak tree. I stepped in. I whispered goodbye. Then everything dimmed. I fainted again. When I woke up, I was nowhere. The machine was silent, but it felt awake. Not an engine, a memory. It showed me faces, my mother, Zana, Lily, Magda, Sabina, Alina. It showed me violence and resistance. It showed me a map without borders, only circles of light. Then it asked, "What will you do with what you know now?" I stepped out. The ground was soft. I placed the crystal in the earth, and I began to speak. We came from the forest. We walked through fire. We disappeared on papers. We reappeared in songs. We are not ghosts. We are not ruins. We are not lost. We are the time machine, and we remember to survive.